and relaxed. Nothing is to worry in this particular course.
Yeah, thank you, Samani.
Yes. Right. Hemant Jain, would you like to introduce yourself? What you have done?
I have already done it, Samniji.
Okay.
But I have a great interest. My background is by education, engineer. But the Jainism always intrigued me that how we knew so much ahead of the Western philosophy, which is science. So it's very intriguing to know how you're going to compare these things. That's my interest.
Thank you. Jitendra Jain, have you done?
Yes, Samniji.
Okay. Meeraji, would you like to introduce yourself? Meera.
Yeah, hi. I'm Meera Shah, Rick's wife, and we are really lucky to have staying in the same city as Shamini just now. So we get a lot of knowledge from them. Of course, I'm not very regular with my swadhyayas, but whenever there's an opportunity like this of doing a class, I always go into it. And um, before this, before 5 years, I don't think I'm a born Jain, but I was not into Jainism. But Swamijis have really inspired us to get into Jainism and get into it deeply. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I think all the participants have introduced themselves. If somebody is left, they can or she can or he can introduce. So now we can start our session of today. So let me share my presentation and then we can start discussion. So So now I am muting all the participants. If you have any questions, I will leave 10 minutes at the end of the session and you can raise your questions. So as Sunil has introduced about the Google Classroom, I am just saying something which is left. Just I can say that there are study materials and all materials are available here. He has already said to you. I am just saying that this is the syllabus. You can see all the topics of our all sessions, and there is one recommended book, especially you can say required book for this particular course, and that book is given here, scientific explorations of Jain philosophy. These are the recommended books and this is the required book, Scientific Exploration of Jain Doctrines. You see, it is written especially by Narayan Lal Kachara, who is a great scholar of science in Jain philosophy. He belongs to Udaipur and he is also the main instructor, or you can say professor of this particular course. So you will get his lectures also, which we will open after this discussion, this session. So now you can see that this is the main textbook which you have to go throughout the course. Though we will discuss some of the points in our lectures, but for knowing in detail, you need to have at least a glance in this particular textbook. You will get more detail, more scientific studies when you will see each of the chapters of this particular book related to our discussion. There are certain other recommended books which have also very rich material for scientific studies of Jain principles and practices. So I think I have uploaded at least 1 or 2 books as recommended books. So you can go through that also parallel to know more other details. And there are certain assignments which Suril has already said to you. So we will open the assignments as the session will be over, and you will get the assignment, and that assignment will be open at least for 1 week. By the end of the next this week, you have to submit your assignment as a quiz. So there is nothing to worry about the quiz. There are hardly 10 questions which are very simple and based especially on our lectures. So just you can take that quiz that has multiple choices. You have to just select the right one and submit it. So nothing is to be worried, just to check your knowledge whether you are following the things in a proper way or not. We are providing this kind of quizzes or exams so that we can come to know that you are comfortable with our courses and contents. So now I will say about that particular topic of our discussion of today. So I am sharing my presentation. So this is our first topic, that is substance and its properties. Before going to this particular topic, we would have some overview about the course and its purpose. So we know that Jain philosophy is a philosophy which has been developed from very long, many centuries. And the main propounder of the Jain philosophy is Tirthankar, and they are omniscient. They could see the realities as it is in their extraordinary knowledge, which is known as Keval Gyan. So we know that philosophy is mainly concerned with the realities of the world and the life. It covers all the different phenomena of the nature. So it is not just based on particular aspect of reality or particular reality, but it covers almost all the realities of the universe. Though the Jain philosophy is focused more on spirituality and spiritual development, but when it focuses on spirituality, it also covers the entire universe, all other realities, so that you can see that how life is connected with other elements and how other elements have great impact on our life. So this is what we have to understand. So mainly philosophy is concerned with knowing the truth of nature in a very rational way. So this is what the approach of philosophy, that whatever is discussed in philosophy, it has some rationals behind that. So without logic, without argument, without rationalism, it doesn't go further. Jain philosophy presents the truth of both the animate and inanimate forms of nature, and in this way it covers all different realities of the universe. It doesn't leave any element of the universe which is existing, which is fundamental. Modern science has explored the physical order of existence in detail in a systematic way and has discovered the laws of nature, and that is really very good and very fascinating. People are very inclined to learn the things which can be shown, which can be proven physically or in the laboratory or in our day-to-day life. We can realize that, okay, this is really working. So that kind of contributions we see in modern science, that modern science has explored realities, but it is especially confined to the physical order of existence. It doesn't talk about any spiritual, or you can say living entities which are also parallelly existing in the universe. And without understanding that phenomena, the living entities or the soul, it is very difficult to understand the physical order of the universe, because they are also intimately connected and influenced by each other. Both Jain philosophy and science are seekers of truth, but the domain of Jain philosophy spans the entire range of existences, whereas science is limited to only material form of existence. So now we have to understand that Jain philosophy is more focused on the entire range of realities of the universe, while the modern science is confined to the physical order of the existences, because that can only be proven, that can only be the subject of our experiments in laboratories. Science believes in objective way of investigation and regards personal experiences as subjective. So it is said that whenever we touch the field of spirituality, or if we do some experiments on living beings, then we find that these experiments or these experiences are considered as subjective, because they cannot be proven in laboratory in a way in which we can say that it will apply to all the different living beings in all the times, in all the space. So there is some problem with the living entities so far as the experimental studies are concerned, because the living entities are having very dynamic nature. They are not the same in all the conditions and all the situations. Modern science has proceeded on two broad assumptions. The physical process follow the law of causality, and the second one is all truths are empirically verifiable. So you can see that modern science says that if we are doing some study, it must be proven or verifiable, and at the same time it must be affected or influenced or on with the law of causality. It means if there is some action or some reaction or some effect, then there must be some cause behind it. So this cause and effect theory is very much what we say given importance in the field of science, and the same is also given in the field of philosophy, but it has also some limitations according to philosophy. It cannot be applied everywhere and anywhere. All truths are empirical verifiable. This is the second assumption of science. They say that if we are doing a study, it should be verified, and anybody can verify it. It is not necessary that those scientists who are doing such kind of studies, they can only verify, but any person of the universe of any time, they can verify the same truth. So this is what they see. They say that objectivity of the truth, which can be verified by anyone, anywhere, anytime. What Jainism says about these two assumptions? According to Jainism, the law of causality is true for all forms of existence, whether it is animate or inanimate. If here what is being said in Jain philosophy is that so far as the physical status of the living beings are concerned, they can follow the law of causality. But so far as the fundamental existence of the realities are concerned, they are beyond the law of the cause and effect. You cannot say that they are coming out of some sources. They are self-existent, self-proven, eternal, and without any cause. All truths are not empirical verifiable, some are only experienced. So here also we have to see that some truths which are especially related to the living entities or the soul, they all cannot be verifiable. Some experiences which are related to our physical body or our mind or our emotions, you can do that in laboratory or in some through some methods, but all cannot be verifiable. Science does not opposite spirituality, it simply does not deal with it. So we know that science is not against to spirituality, because it is not the subject matter of science to prove the soul or consciousness, though there are so many studies have been going on in the field of science, especially on consciousness. But so far as the existence of soul is concerned, they are not very much clear about it, so they are not talking about it anything, and but they are also not opposing it. Jain philosophy does not oppose science, it regards as a means of knowing truth, albeit in a limited way. So Jainism is also not against to scientific studies or research. Whatever is said in the field of science, that is also being accepted, but to some extent, if things are going on parallel to the Jain views and they are appropriate, correct, we can also accept. Jain principles have scientific approach to nature and satisfy the national way of thinking. Many of its principles have great scientific values. So you can see that Jainism is scientific in the sense that whenever it explores any realities, it says about its own details, and if you understand, then only it says that you have to believe in it. It is not necessary that whatever is being said in Jain philosophy, that is to be accepted by all. But yes, there is rationale behind all the Jain principles and practices. It would be better, first we have to understand that rationale, and then we have to start believing in that. So in that sense, Jainism is a very scientific in its temperament, in its approach, and many of the principles of Jainism, you will see that they are having very great scientific value too. So we will see in this particular course in different topics that how far Jainism has explored the realities which have already been, which have also been discussed in the field of science. But yes, what Jainism has said about that and what science is saying about those realities, just we have to make a proper comparative study and try to understand the outlook of science as well as of Jainism. We can see that how Jainism is scientific in its nature. Here you can see the quotation or statements of some scientists or scholars of different countries. So LP Tessitori, he is a scholar from Italy, and he says that Jainism is of very high order. Its important teachings are based upon science. The more the scientific knowledge advances, the more the Jain teachings will be proven. So he is very much firm in his saying that Jainism has explored so many things about them. Even modern science is not very much clear. Maybe in future it will explore the same realities, and then we can understand the scientific knowledge of Jain philosophy. Dr. Walter Schubring, he is also a great Jain scholar from Germany, and he also observes that he who has a thorough knowledge of the structure of the world cannot but admire the inward logic and harmony of Jain ideas. Hand in hand with the refined cosmographical ideas goes a high standard of astronomy and mathematics. So Jains have developed mathematics to a great extent, to understand the cosmological order, to understand the karmic theory, to understand the life sciences. And it has also explored astronomy and has talked about the stars, what we say, planets, and has given some detail also in the text, especially in Surya Prakyapti and Chandra Prakyapti, in Jambudvip Prakyapti. So you can see that how Jainism has also focused on these astronomical realities and have said something about them. A special feature of Jain philosophy is that proposition of life principles have a psychic component as well as physical component counterpart. Science helps in understanding the physical part. So you can see that whenever Jainism is talking about the living entities, it is also talking about the psychical part as well as the physical part. If you have gone through the Tattvartha Sutra, you have seen that there are 5 states of soul: Odaik, Aupashamik, Kshayik, Kshayapashmik and Parinamic. So in those states, Jainism is talking about the psychological part of the living entities as well as about the physical part of the reality. So it is in this way, it is having a very profound approach to understand the living phenomena. While the science is focusing only the physical part. If it is talking about the biology or any other such kind of psychology or such anatomy or physiology, they are talking about the physical part or physical effect of soul, but they are not talking directly about soul itself. A complementary approach of studying Jain philosophy and science together offers a way. So this is the main purpose of offering this particular course, that how we can have a complementary approach to understand Jain philosophy in the light of science. So we know that to understand Jain philosophy in modern context is very much crucial, or it is a need of the time, because our young kids, they are doing a study of science and they have so many what we say, questions regarding sometimes about the Jain principles and practices. So it is necessary to understand Jain philosophy in the light of modern scientific researches, so that we can understand how far Jainism is scientific and what Jainism can contribute in the field of knowledge apart from these scientific studies. Next is how we can explore avenues where Jain principles can help science to progress. There are certain things which are still to be explored in the field of science, while Jainism is very much clear about them, and it has given very good details about those things. So it is necessary to understand that how far Jainism has gone into deep study of the phenomena of the universe, and how they can be also the subject matter or the matter of study in the field of science. This is the way to fully understand nature. Jain philosophy is unique in this respect, as it combines with science in a way that no other philosophy does. So here we can see that Jain scholars, Jain sages and seers, they were very liberal to accept the truth of any branch of knowledge, whether it is coming from science or whether it is coming from other social sciences or religious traditions. Jains were always ready to welcome whatever is truth. We have to accept and we have to stand with that. So here this is what Jainism has done, and you might have seen so many philosophical studies in which Jains have done very good comparative study with other traditions of India especially, and nowadays so many books have been written down, especially in the light of science. So it means that Jain philosophy is very open to welcome all the truths which have been explored in different traditions or different branches of knowledge. This course shall introduce the basic tenets of Jain philosophy and try to understand them in scientific perspective. So here our purpose to focus especially on Jain philosophy and its practices and how far they are scientific or what new we can contribute in the field of science. The next book for the textbook which is especially required for this particular course, as I have already said in the beginning, that it is scientific exploration of Jain doctrines, which is very, very well written by N.L. Kachara. He is a very great scholar of science and Jain philosophy. The book shall also help you in supplementing the lectures and writing the assignments. So now we have hardly 5 minutes. If you have any questions, please let me know and we will discuss our main topic in our next lecture. This time we can just give some ideas why we have offered this course and what you will learn out of this course. If somebody has any questions, please let me know. So now all are unmuted from my side.
Vandam Namaskar, Samani.
Thank you.
I know when you send the material, you also send a video and a PDF. Should we
Correct.
watch the video first or should we read the PDF first, Samani?
It would be better. You have to take videos so that you can take assignments easily, which are being given in each week. But yes, for detail, I have already said that the PDF is very important so that you can learn each and every minute details about the topic which we are discussing in these live sessions.
I have one question.
Yes.
I'm new to this course, so the videos that are uploaded there, they are different from the recordings that are done here?
I don't think we have opened any video right yet. Have you got any videos?
No. In the screenshot which I was looking at when in the beginning they were showing, then there were some videos and some PDFs as well. So I was expecting that in later classes some videos will come. So they will be different from the one that we are discussing in the classroom.
No, they are the same. They are the same. Just because we cannot touch each and everything. So there are 2 videos for each week, and especially those videos are created by the author himself, so that you can directly be in contact with the author also, and what he wants to say through this particular textbook and how he is doing this comparative study of Jain philosophy. Okay.
As you said, there will be 2 videos. So the class is once a week. So
Yes, it is once in a week, but I am just offering what we say. I am opening both the videos, this one and the one from the author, who is speaking about the scientific, especially scientific aspect of Jain philosophy. So you will get both the videos together, one from my side and one from the author side. Is it clear?
yes, thank you. Yeah.
Yes.
Samani, when do you will upload these videos, or how will we know that the videos have been uploaded?
Yes, the videos will be open just the session will when the session will over. Okay, so they will be available within 10 minutes to all of you. Okay, just you have to click on the particular page of the videos and the videos will open. Okay, or it may take just 1 hour because this video will be edited and uploaded, so it may take at least 1 hour.
Samani, so to clarify,
Yes.
after this class, we watch those 1 or 2 videos, whatever is uploaded, and then we give that exam before next, quiz before next Sunday. Is that right?
Yes, it is true. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, so by the end of Saturday, you have to submit your quiz. So quiz will be open for full week, and it is not necessary that you have to remember all the things in your mind. If it is remembered, then it is well and good. But you can also see the textbook, or you can listen to the lecture and then can take quiz. Okay. So it is open book quizzes. Any other thing?
So we will be meeting Sunday next week, same time, Samniji, 9. We can't hear you, Samniji.
Yes, it is every Sunday and at the same time, 10:30 EST time and 8 p.m. in India time. Okay, so I think all the questions are done. Nothing is to ask. So thank you for coming and joining. Those who have not yet joined the Google Classroom, they should also be informed if they are in your touch. So thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Kritagya.
Thank you, Samani ji. Vandami Namasami.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining.
Samani, namaste.
Yes.